The entire Maricosta 1993 championship football team wishes all levels of current Mustang football teams much success this year. Let's go Mustangs, step up.
It's time for Mustangs football. It's time for Mustang football. It's time for Mustang football. It's time for Mustang football.
That's right, fans. It's time for 2025 Maricosta Mustang varsity football. Tonight, your Mustangs travel down to Orange County and take on La Habra. Of course, the Mustangs lost last season to La Habra in the first round of the CIF playoffs, 27-24. The Mustangs look to avenge that loss last season as they finish off their 3-game road trip to start the 2025 season. The La Habra Highlanders are head coached by Frank Mazzotta, and they enter tonight's contest with a record of 3-0 with victories over Upland, Northview, and Ayala. The Highlanders are ranked number 612th nationally, up 35 spots, and 62 in the state of California, as well as number 37 in the CIF Southern section and number 3 in CIF Division 3. Your Maricosta Mustangs are head coached by Don Morrow in his 33rd season as the Maricosta Mustangs head varsity coach. Maricosta enters tonight's contest with a record of 2-0 with impressive victories over St. Francis 45-19 and at Redondo 31-0 in the annual Battle at the Beach. Maricosta enters tonight's contest ranked 641st nationally, up 3 spots from last week. Number 63 in California, down 2 spots, as well as number 38 in the CIF Southern section and number 4 in CIF Division 3, right behind number 3 La Habra. Your Maricosta Mustangs have had a hot start in all facets of the game to start the 2025 season. On offense, Maricosta is led by senior dual quarterback Liam Meeker, number 8, and he has had plenty of targets to throw to, including number 5, senior Luke Meeker, number 10, senior Luke Leonard, and number 4, junior Kingston Davies. On the ground, the Mustangs are led by number 2, 3-year varsity starter, junior A.J. McBean, who will miss tonight's contest. Hopefully he'll be back next week. Filling in has been number 22, senior Keel Hall, and number 33, senior Joaquin Wagner Baguez, and number 8, quarterback Liam Meeker. The Mustang special teams are led by junior punter number 32, Jackson Shevin, and senior place kicker number 23, Nico Talbot, who is perfect on the season, including a 49-yard field goal versus St. Francis. However, Nico will miss tonight's contest due to illness, and filling in for Nico will be junior number 11, Jack Stroh-Snyder. The captains are meeting at midfield for tonight's opening coin toss. For the La Habra Highlanders, number 60, junior Dustin Nichols. Number 9, senior Boston Green. Number 40, senior Travis Trujillo. And number 5, senior Bobby Brooks. For your Maricosta Mustangs, number 22, Keel Hall. Number 33, Joaquin Wagner Baguez. Number 44, Brady Nuthall. Hopefully Brady will be back in action soon for the Mustangs. And number 8, Liam Meeker. It appears that the Mustangs have won tonight's opening coin toss and have deferred to the second half. The La Habra Highlanders will start off on offense. The Mustangs will start off on defense, and they have been very impressive so far on the defensive side of the ball, led by senior linebacker Jackie Reach, senior defensive lineman Magnus Johnson, and seniors Luke Meeker and Liam Meeker, as well as Joaquin Wagner Baguez, Barrett Ryan, and Kingston Davies has had an impressive start on defense as well as offense, with an interception return for a touchdown in week 1. We are close to kickoff here as number 3 in CIF Division 3 takes on number 4. That's La Habra versus the Mustangs. Mustangs looking to move up in the standings. And here come your Maricosta Mustangs. We are close to kickoff here in week 3 as your Maricosta Mustangs look to avenge last year's playoff loss to the La Habra Highlanders. I know these players are all pumped up and excited for this contest as Jack Stroh-Snyder is set to kick off for the Mustangs, and the game is underway, and the ball goes into the end zone for a touchback. The Highlanders will start the first possession of this contest at their own 20-yard line, led by junior quarterback DJ Mitchell. And it's a handoff to the single back. That's number 4, Kavika Mata Utia Martinez on the carry. He picked up 9 yards on the carry, setting up a 2nd and 1. Shotgun formation. Mitchell fakes the handoff. He's going deep down the left-hand side. He's got a man, and that is broken up nicely by senior Barrett Ryan, number 1 in your program and number 1 in your heart for the Mustangs. Let's take another look at this play by Barrett as Mitchell tries to go deep, and Barrett makes a diving deflection there, saving a big play for the Mustang defense. Again, this Mustang defense has been stingy all season long. 3rd and 1 for La Habra. Mitchell in shotgun. Single back formation. And there was movement on the line. Let's see who it's against. And it's going to go against La Habra for a false start, setting up a 3rd down and 6 for the Highlanders. Shotgun formation, single back. High snap, Mitchell is able to haul it in. He's going to take it himself around the right-hand side. He goes out of bounds, picks up about 8 yards on the carry, and a Highlander 1st down. DJ Mitchell had limited action last season in the win that La Habra had versus the Mustangs in the playoffs. He is definitely going to have a big impact in this contest as the ball is loose. However, it will be ruled a forward pass, setting up a 2nd down and 10 situation. Shotgun formation. Single back. Mitchell hands the ball off to Kavika, and he's going to be taken down after a short gain. That's number 33, senior Joaquin Wagner Baguez, in on the stop for Maricosta, setting up a third down and about 7 to go. Mitchell back to pass. He throws it to the right, and he completes it. Nice sliding catch there by Vasquez, giving the Highlanders another first down at their own 49-yard line. Pistol formation. Mitchell fakes the handoff. He now throws it out and completes it once again to Vasquez, and Vasquez is driven out of bounds by Liam Meeker. Liam has had an impressive start to this contest as quarterback and defensive back. Luke Meeker showing blitz for the Mustangs. He comes, and Kavika is able to get around the left-hand side. Luke was coming blitzing through the right-hand side, and that will give the Highlanders a first down. Shotgun formation. Mitchell fakes the handoff. He's going deep down the middle. He's got a man, and it is complete. That's number 3, Rogers, on the reception. Strassnyder is able to bring him down just before the end zone. That's going to set up a first down and goal right about the 1-yard line. The handoff goes to Kavika, and he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Magnus Johnson in on the stop for Maricosta, setting up a second down and goal for La Habra. Shotgun formation. Mitchell hands the ball off to Kavika, and this time he's able to get into the end zone for the first score of tonight's contest. Touchdown, La Habra. Number 35, junior place kicker Christian Meyer will come on to attempt the extra point, and it's going to go wide right, and the score remains La Habra 6, Mustangs 0, with 7 minutes and 11 seconds to go here in the first quarter. The kickoff is high and short and fielded at the 20 by Jackie Reach, who returns it about 5 yards before he's swarmed by the Habra kickoff team. They don't bring him down as Jackie refused to go down without a fight. Mustangs will start their first possession of this contest at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun formation. Meeker back to pass, setting up a little running back screen. That's Keel Hall, and he'll pick up about 6 yards as he's driven out of bounds. Second down and 4 to go for the Mustangs. Shotgun formation. Meeker fakes the handoff. He's going to take it himself, and it looks like he picked up enough yardage there for a Mustang first down. Again, Liam Meeker has had an impressive start running and passing for the Mustangs. Empty back formation. Trips to the left. La Habra showing blitz. Meeker back to pass. He's setting up a little screen pass over the middle and making a nice catch is Benner for the Mustangs. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 5 situation. Mustangs shifting. We'll see a lot of this pre-snap shifting by Maricosta. The Mustangs shift into a 5-receiver set with trips to the right. Man in motion from left to right. La Habra showing blitz. Meeker fakes the handoff to the man in motion. Now he's going to take it around the left-hand side. He's breaking free. He's got a nice block by Luke Leonard. And Liam Meeker's going to go the distance for a 56-yard Mustangs touchdown. Maricosta answers La Habra's opening drive with a nice one of their own. with Liam Meeker going 56 yards for the Mustang score. Let's take another look at this play as La Habra was focusing in on Kingston Davies, who came in motion, and Meeker faked it to him and takes it the distance for the Mustangs touchdown. Great block there by Luke Leonard, freeing Liam downfield as Strossnyder comes in, hits the upright, and it's good. The Mustangs lead La Habra 7-6 here in the first quarter. Strossnyder with the kickoff. Again, it's a high-end over-ender that is fielded in the end zone and will go for a touchback with 4 minutes 36 seconds. La Habra will start its second possession from its own 20-yard line. Mitchell hands the ball off to Kavika, and he's going nowhere fast. Several Mustangs in on the stop, including number 7, Jackie Reach. Second down and 10. Mitchell fakes the handoff this time. Now he's going deep down the middle, and the pass is knocked down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to set up a third down and 10 situation for the Highlanders at their own 20-yard line. Mitchell takes the snap. He steps up in the pocket. He's dangerous when he gets out in open field. However, Jack Strossnyder is able to take him down right about the 20-yard line. Huge tackle there by Jack. Of course, Jack is filling in for Nico Talbot tonight, and he made that impressive point after attempt off of the goalpost as the snap is high. However, the punter is breaking free, and he reaches forward and is able to get a La Habra first down. What a play there by Riza, making something out of nothing, nearly a catastrophe, is able to haul in the high snap and pick up a La Habra first down. Handoff goes to Kavika. Again, Reach in on the stop for the Mustangs, as well as Hunter Taylor and Keel Hall. Second down and 10 for the Highlanders. Mitchell rolls now to his left. He's looking towards the sideline. It's tipped, and it looks like it might have been caught. Barrett Ryan is saying he intercepted. Let's see what the call on the field is. Waiting for the call. And it's going to be intercepted. What a play by number 1 senior Barrett Ryan. He had that nice deflection on their first drive, and he pulls in the interception on the tipped pass. Let's take another look at this play as he was somehow able to pull it in just off of the turf. Let's take a look in slow motion. He comes sliding in, and he does haul it in. What a catch there by Barrett Ryan. Turnover Mustangs. Huge play for the Mustang defense here in the first quarter of action. Maricosta will take over with 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter at the La Habra 37-yard line. Empty back formation. Man in motion from left to right. Liam Meeker back to pass, setting up a little wide receiver screen. That's Kingston Davies on the reception. And he's able to pick up a few yards before being brought down. Injured player on the field is number 8, Risa, the punter who made that impressive play, giving La Habra the first down last drive. Split back formation. Meeker takes the snap. He throws it towards the left-hand sideline, completes it to Luke Leonard. Luke stays in bounds, picks up additional yardage to about the 10-yard line. That's going to give the Mustangs first down. Let's see where the officials are going to spot the ball. It's going to be just inside the 10, so it will be first and goal for the Mustangs. Shotgun formation, man in motion from right to left. Liam Meeker back to pass. He's looking over the middle. He's got a couple receivers in the vicinity, and it's going to be knocked down by Luke Meeker. And that's going to be second down and goal for Maricosta. Mustangs in the pistol formation. Meeker takes the snap. He hands the ball off to number 22, Keel Hall, and he gets a great block by Will Daniel, the center for the Mustangs, and he goes untouched into the end zone for another Mustangs rushing touchdown. Let's take another look at this play and the blocking by the offensive line, which has been so impressive all season long, as Will Daniel with a nice block, and Pauly and Yarborough, the two sophomore guards, with nice blocks as well. Stroh-Snyder on to attempt another extra point for the Mustangs, and this time it's straight down the middle and good, and your Maricosta Mustangs extend their lead over the Highlanders from La Habra, 14-6. Stroh-Snyder to kick off once again for Maricosta, fielded just before the goal line. Return is on for La Habra, breaking free and finally being driven out of bounds at about the 30-yard line by number 9 of the Mustangs, Brandon Merriman. That was number 3, Rogers, on the return for La Habra. Mitchell takes the snap. He hands the ball off to Kavika, and again Kavika is swallowed up by the Mustang defensive line. And that will do it for the first quarter of play. Your Maricosta Mustangs lead the La Habra Highlanders 14-6. Stay tuned at halftime for a special look at the trailer of my latest documentary, All-American, The Bryce Taylor Story. I'd like to take this time to thank Skechers for their continued support of Mustang football and Maricosta athletics, and to remind you fans to attend the Skechers peer-to-peer friendship walk presented by Nickelodeon. Go the extra mile for our children. The entire Maricosta 1993 championship football team wishes all levels of current Mustang football teams much success this year. Let's go Mustangs, step up. Welcome back, fans. We start second quarter action, second down and 5 for La Habra, as Mitchell hands the ball off to Kavika. That's going to bring up a third down situation for the Highlanders. Mitchell hands the ball off once again to Kavika, and he fights forward up the middle for enough yardage for La Habra first down. Joaquin Wagner-Baguez in on the stop for Maricosta. First down, Highlanders, trips to the right. Mitchell back to pass. He's throwing it deep down the left-hand side and overthrows his receiver. Ryan in on the coverage for Maricosta. Of course, he had that interception and pass deflection. Mitchell back to pass. He's scrambling around. He has nowhere to go as Luke Meeker comes up and throws him down. Might have picked up a couple yards on the play. Great job there corralling the very crafty runner DJ Mitchell, setting up a third down and long situation. Here comes The rush by the Mustangs. Mitchell throws it over the middle, and it looks like it's intercepted there by Liam Meeker. Hopefully the receiver's okay there. Let's take another look at this play, as there were penalty flags. I believe that might be offsetting penalties, as we see Liam Meeker with an impressive catch there. Let's see what the call on the field is going to be. And it's going to be a personal foul, roughing the passer versus the Mustangs. And that's going to give La Habra a first down. Shotgun formation. Mitchell hands the ball off to Kavika, and Kavika works his way around the right hand side for some tough yardage. Keel Hall in on the stop for Maricosta. Mitchell back to pass. He throws it deep down the right-hand side, incomplete. Davies in on the coverage. 3rd down and 7 for the Highlanders. 4 receiver set. Mitchell back to pass. He's throwing it towards the sideline, incomplete. That's going to bring up a 4th down situation. The officials wave off the penalty. Highlanders in no man's land here, as they will go for it. Mitchell's going to take it himself. He works his way around the right-hand side, gets inside the 30-yard line, and let's see if that's enough yardage for a Highlander first down, and it is. Mitchell fakes the handoff to Kavika. Now he throws it deep down the middle, incomplete. Again, Davies on the coverage for Maricosta. 2nd down situation. The handoff goes to Kavika. Stroh-Snyder in on the stop for the Mustangs, as Kavika is able to get down near the Mustang 20-yard line. That's going to set up a 3rd down and short situation for the Highlanders. Mitchell fakes the handoff, now swings it out to the right-hand side and completes it. That's number 11 on the reception, Beald, and he gets a Highlander first down, 1st and goal right at about the 10-yard line. Pistol formation, handoff goes to Kavika, and several Mustangs in on the stop, including Magnus Johnson and Jackie Reach.
Gain of 2 yards on the play.
Kavika, it's like trying to tackle a bowling ball when Kavika comes rolling in on you. 2nd down and goal for La Habra. Reach showing blitz for the Mustangs, as Mitchell takes it himself and gets into the end zone for a La Habra touchdown. Big time drive there by the La Habra Highlanders. Meyer on to attempt the extra point. The first one was no good, and this one is right down the middle. So with 5 minutes and 50 seconds to go, your Maricosta Mustangs lead the La Habra Highlanders 14-13 here in the 2nd quarter of play. Meyer set to kick off once again for the Highlanders. It's a high kick, short, fielded at about the 10-yard line. That's Kingston Davies on the return. He'll get past the Mustang 40 to about the 41-yard line. Nice return by Kingston. And the Mustangs will have good field position to start this possession. 2-back formation. Meeker with a little quarterback option, pitches it back to Davies, and La Habra was all over that play. Nowhere for Kingston to go. That's going to be a loss on the play. Second down and long for your Mustangs. Actually, Kingston was able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Man in motion from right to left. It's a high snap. Meeker is able to haul it in, and he will pick up a short gain. What could have been a catastrophe is made into a gain on that play. Great job by the senior quarterback, Liam Meeker, just to haul in the snap. Third down situation. Trips to the left. Single back for the Mustangs. Liam Meeker takes the snap. He steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to take it himself. He's breaking free up the middle. Now he works his way to the right-hand sideline and gets out of bounds after picking up about 25 yards and a Mustang first down. Let's take another look at this play by quarterback Liam Meeker as he first steps up in the pocket and then sees the opening, and he takes it himself and picks up a nice chunk of yardage before running out of bounds, avoiding a big hit on the play. Trips to the left. Mustangs in the pistol formation. La Habra showing blitz. Meeker now throws it to the right, intended for Luke Meeker. Incomplete. Second down and 10, Mustangs. Pistol formation. Liam hands the ball off to the single back. That's Joaquin Wagner-Baguez. And he gets some tough yardage right up the middle. Again, nice blocking by the Mustang offensive line. Pistol formation. It's third down and short. And Joaquin Wagner-Baguez might have picked up just enough yardage for a Mustang first down. First and 10 Mustangs. Shotgun formation. Liam Meeker throws it to the right and completes it to Luke Meeker along the sideline. He's going to be forced out of bounds just before the line to gain, and that's going to set up a second down and less than one to go for the Mustangs. Man in motion from right to left. Mustangs in shotgun. Liam Meeker fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, now throws it and completes it to Jackie Reach, his big tight end. Jackie is stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and that's going to set up a third down and one situation for the Mustangs. Man in motion from left to right. Liam Meeker fakes the handoff. Now he runs to the left. He stiff arms a defender, and he's going to get into the end zone for a Mustangs touchdown. That's his second rushing touchdown of the night and the third rushing touchdown so far this evening for the Mustang offense. Again, great job by the Mustang offensive line and physical running by senior quarterback Liam Meeker. Let's take another look at this play as Pauly gets a nice block, and then Liam Meeker stiff arms the defender and then finishes off the run in the end zone for a Mustangs touchdown. Jack Strauss-Snyder on to attempt another extra point for the Mustangs, and this one is straight down the middle and good again for Maricosta, and that will extend the Mustangs lead to 21-13 here in the second quarter of play. Strauss-Snyder to kick off for Maricosta, and it's free and picked up on a one bounce. That's a dangerous play for the Highlanders as Strauss-Snyder is able to bring down the return man. Great job by Strauss-Snyder taking down the return man. He was the last line of defense for the Mustangs as we see Coach Ray Lee, longtime defensive coordinator for Maricosta. Handoff goes to Kavika, and Kavika stopped in the backfield by Joaquin Wagner-Baguez. Second down and about 14 to go for the Highlanders. Shotgun formation, single back. Mitchell fakes the handoff, now throws it to the right, and it is completed. Davies in on the coverage. Vasquez on the reception for the Highlanders. First down, La Habra. Shotgun formation, single back for the Highlanders. Mitchell fakes the handoff. He takes it himself around the left-hand side. He tries to spin out of a tackle from Liam Meeker, but is unable to. Liam had that physical touchdown run last drive and follows it up with a physical tackle there at the line of scrimmage. Time out on the field. Your Maricosta Mustangs lead the La Habra Highlanders 21-13 with just over a minute to go here in the first half of play. Shotgun formation. Mitchell, he rolls to the right. He throws it towards the sideline, completes it right about the 20 to about the 16-yard line. Late penalty flag on the play. Let's see what the call is going to be, as Riza lost his helmet on the play. That's going to be personal foul versus the Mustangs. Offsetting fouls on the play. It will repeat second down. Mustangs looking to get a stop here on defense right before halftime.
And then a personal foul, face mask.
Second down for the Highlanders. Second down and 9 to go. Pistol formation. Mitchell hands the ball off to Kavika, and Kavika has nowhere to go as Hall and Wagner Baguez get the stop for the Mustangs. Timeout Highlanders. Your Maricosta Mustangs trying to get this stop right before halftime with 42 seconds to go and an 8-point lead for Maricosta. Third down and about 6 for the Highlanders. Mitchell in shotgun, single back formation. He's back to pass. Here comes the rush by the Mustangs. It's batted up in the air and nearly intercepted by Joaquin Wagner Baguez. Let's take a look at this play as the Maricosta rush was almost able to get to him. It appears that Hunter Taylor nearly got the sack and the Mustangs nearly got a turnover there. However, it's going to be fourth down for La Habra. Mitchell back to pass. He steps up in the pocket. He's going to take it himself. He's working his way around the right-hand side, and it looks like he got enough yardage for La Habra first down. Again, the crafty running by the junior quarterback picks up yet another La Habra first down, this time on fourth down. Pistol formation. Mitchell back to pass. Here comes the rush by the Mustangs, and he has nowhere to go as Magnus Johnson takes him down for the Mustang sack, just like a fat burger in the pregame meal. Let's take another look at this play by the Mustang defense, trying to hold the Highlanders here late in the first half as Magnus Johnson is relentless on his rush. He had a nice spin move to get past the offensive line, and then he finishes off Mitchell.
Number 43, Magnus Johnson, quarterback sack.
Timeout on the field. 21 seconds to go here in the first half of play. Mustangs looking to get a key stop here. Cheerleaders getting the fans excited for this huge play here late in the first half of play as Mitchell throws it towards the end zone, incomplete. That was intended for Beald. 3rd down and 15 for the Highlanders. Mitchell back to pass. He steps up in the pocket. He's going to take it himself on the run up the middle. He's going to get down to about the 1-yard line. La Habra has to hurry up and get set. They have no timeouts left. They got to get the spike off. A nice diving play there by Parker Spiegel. That's going to be a 1st down as the referee is signaling to the clock operator that there should be 8 seconds to go left here in the first half of play, trying to get the clock situated correctly. And he gives the thumbs up as we will have what should be maybe 1 to 2 plays left in this first half. Shotgun formation, single back. Mitchell rolls to his right. He spins out of a tackle. Now he spins out of a second tackle, throws it towards the end zone, and it's complete for a touchdown. Huge play there for La Habra as Mitchell is able to spin out of 2 tackle attempts and then throw it right near the sideline for a Highlander touchdown. With no time left, Meyer will attempt the extra point when then that will send us to halftime. The snap is good, the hold is good, and the kick is right down the middle, and La Habra cuts the Mustang lead to just 1 at halftime as your Maricosta Mustangs lead the La Habra Highlanders 21-20 here at halftime. Remember, fans, stay tuned for a special look at the trailer for my latest documentary, All-American, The Bryce Taylor Story. I'd like to take this time to thank Skechers for their continued support of Mustang football and Maricosta athletics, and to remind you fans to attend the Skechers peer-to-peer friendship walk presented by Nickelodeon. Go the extra mile for our children.
In 1925, USC had its first All-American football player, Bryce Union Taylor. A 5'9", 185-pound guard who was born without a left hand and orphaned at the age of 5. All-American, the Bryce Taylor story tells the story of an athlete who overcame adversity and inspired countless people to achieve their goals through hard work and perseverance.
Centennial and Sierra Canyon are the teams that beat this year.
I love it when public school makes especially number one.
I think Centennial already lost the game.
I can't believe Modern Days won. I mean, that's just shocking. But they've been close this whole season.
Yeah, they almost lost last week, right?
Yeah, they told us to play with them.
Welcome back to halftime, fans. Your Maricosta Mustangs lead the La Habra Highlanders 21-20. An impressive start for the Mustangs offense on the ground. Of course, Liam Meeker had that 56-yard touchdown run and then that 11-yard run with that physical stiff arm. And Keel Hall had his touchdown run right up the middle untouched. Again, that Mustang offensive line is doing its job tonight. The Mustang defense is holding this high-powered attack from La Habra to 20 points in the first half. As we see quarterback Liam Meeker warming up for the second half of play for your Maricosta Mustangs. Again, your Mustangs are looking to avenge that huge win last year by the La Habra Highlanders in the first round of the CIF playoffs. We'll be back for second half action. The entire Maricosta 1993 championship football team wishes all levels of current Mustang football teams much success this year. Let's go Mustangs, step up. The Mustangs are getting ready to receive the second half kickoff after winning tonight's coin toss and deferring to the second half. It's a short kick fielded by the Mustangs and finally brought down at about the Maricosta 41-yard line. Penalty flag on the play. Let's see what the call is going to be. Looks like it might be against the Mustangs. An illegal block as the referee is pointing back towards the Mustang goal line. And that will be against the Mustangs, and the ball will be spotted right about the 30-yard line, where the Mustangs will start their first possession of the second half. A little wide receiver screen to Kingston Davies, and he picks up a few yards on the play, setting up a second down and about 7 to go for the Mustangs. Meeker back to pass. He's going to take it himself, and he picks up a nice chunk of yardage to about the Mustang 45-yard line. First down, Maricosta. Again, Liam Meeker has been quite impressive so far this contest on the ground. Pistol formation for the Mustangs. Man in motion from right to left. Meeker takes the snap. The play is blown dead. And the penalty is going to be a delay of game against the Mustangs. That's going to set up a first down and 15 for Maricosta. Pistol formation. Again, man in motion from right to left. La Habra showing blitz. It's a high snap over Meeker's head. He's able to get back and jump on it. Nice play there for Liam Meeker, avoiding a turnover. Second down and very long now for the Mustang offense. Shotgun formation. Liam Meeker hands the ball off to Keel Hall. He works his way around the right-hand side, picks up a short gain on the play. That's going to set up third down and long for Maricosta. Shotgun formation. Single back for the Mustangs. Liam Meeker back to pass. He throws it over the middle, and that ball is going to be intercepted by La Habra, and Liam Meeker forces the defender out of bounds. That's number 33, Barajas, on the interception for the Highlanders. He gets, looks like the ball is going to be spotted right about the 10-yard line for the Highlanders as they will start this first possession of the second half. First down and goal. Kavika runs around the left-hand side, and he's brought down this time by Liam Meeker right about the 3-yard line. Second down and goal, La Habra. Mitchell hands the ball off again to Kavika, and Kavika gets into the end zone this time for a La Habra touchdown. And the Highlanders take the lead. Meyer in to attempt the extra point for La Habra, and it's straight down the middle and good as La Habra leads your Maricosta Mustangs 26-21 with 8 minutes and 35 seconds to go here in the third quarter. It's a high end-over-end, fielded at about the 25-yard line. The ball is loose, and it looks like it's going to be recovered by the Mustangs. Huge play there by the Mustangs special teams, avoiding a turnover. Coach Tavai has to be happy with the effort of the Mustang special teams tonight, avoiding that huge potential turnover. as Keel Hall will take the ball around the right-hand side. Not much yardage on the play for the Mustang offense. 2nd down and 9 to go. Shotgun formation. Liam Meeker back to pass. He scrambles to the right. He's looking downfield and throws it. Completes it to Benner, but Benner is out of bounds. That's going to be incomplete. 3rd down for Maricosta. Mustang offense looks over to the sideline. Of course, the Mustangs will run a no huddle offense. It's not a hurry up offense. It's just no huddle, as they will run a lot of time off the clock also from this offense. Meeker throws it deep down the left-hand side, intended for Kingston Davies. That was broken up by number 8, Risa. Good to see Risa back in action for La Habra, who was dinged up earlier on. Punt is fielded and stopped there by number 7, Jackie Reach. Number 5 was on the return, Captain Bobby Brooks. Mitchell hands the ball off to Kavika. Kavika tries to get around the left-hand side. Not much yardage on the play. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 6. Shotgun formation. Mitchell hands the ball off to Kavika, and Kavika gets some tough yardage up the middle. Johnson and Reach in on the stop for the Mustangs, as well as Hunter Taylor. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down and short situation for La Habra. Shotgun formation. Mustangs showing blitz, now back out of it. Mitchell back to pass, and it's incomplete. Barrett Ryan in on the coverage for the Mustangs. 4th down situation. This is a big play here. And La Habra's going to go into punt formation. They faked one play earlier. This time it's a high end over ender that's going to go out of bounds. Let's see where the official stops with 5 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Mustangs will take over, trailing La Habra as Maricosta calls timeout. Coach Morrow didn't like what he saw from his offense coming out of that change of possession. Pistol formation. Man in motion from left to right, now back left. And Meeker swings it out to that man in motion. That is Kingston Davies, and he's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a loss on the play. That's going to set up a 2nd down for Maricosta. 2nd and 12, pistol formation. Handoff goes to Wagner Baguez, and he's able to pick up a few yards on the play for Maricosta.
He stopped by number 7, Aaron Castro.
Mustang offense looking to get going here in the 3rd quarter. Trips to the right, empty back formation. 5 receivers set for the Mustangs. Liam Meeker was able to get his 56-yard touchdown run out of this formation. This time he's back to pass and throws it to the right and completes it right about midfield. That's number 18 on the reception for the Mustangs, Belisarian. However, that's going to be short of a Maricosta 1st down, and Coach Morrow sends out his punting unit. Now Shevin shifts for the Mustangs and gets off another good kick for the Mustang special team unit, which will be down right about the La Habra 10-yard line with 3 minutes and 39 seconds The Highlanders will start this possession deep in their own territory as Mitchell completes the pass to the right, and still on his feet is number 3 Rogers before being brought down by number 3 Parker Spiegel. Penalty flag on the play. Looks like it might be against La Habra, and indeed it will be a holding call versus the Highlanders. That's going to get them even further back in their own territory. Mustang defense needs a stop here in the third quarter, trailing the Highlanders by 6 points. Shotgun formation. Ball at the 10-yard line. Handoff goes to Kavika, and Kavika is going to be stopped in the backfield for a loss on the play. Spiegel and Joaquin Wagner-Baguez in on the stop for the Mustangs. Second down and long for La Habra. Mitchell back to pass. He throws it over the middle and completes it. That's going to be good for Highlander first down to Bellid. First and 10 Highlanders. Ball spotted at the Highlander 36-yard line, shotgun formation. Mitchell hands the ball off. This time it's number 5 on the carry, Brooks. Brooks is able to pick up a few yards on the carry before being tackled by Joaquin Wagner-Baguez and Luke Meeker. Second down and about 6 to go. Trips to the left. Mitchell looking. He's scrambling around in the backfield. He somehow escapes Jackie Reach's clutches and is able to get a nice gain up the middle to about the La Habra 49-yard line and picks up enough for a La Habra first down. I don't know how he was able to escape that. He was like Houdini on that play. Trips to the left. Mitchell fakes the handoff. He's going to take it himself on the quarterback keeper around the left-hand side. Will pick up what looks to be about 3 yards into Mustang territory, and that will do it for the third quarter of play. Your Maricosta Mustangs trail the La Habra Highlanders 27-21 as we go into the fourth and final quarter of action.
Good friends at Salinas Tires for that, but sometimes you need a little extra help.
Oh yeah? Where do you get that help?
Well, you know I call Graham's Towing.
I'd like to take this time to thank Skechers for their continued support of Mustang football and Maricosta athletics, and to remind you fans to attend the Skechers peer-to-peer friendship walk presented by Nickelodeon. Go the extra mile for our children.
They're gonna take me home. No, Mr. Gully.
Because your car's a wreck. They're taking you to Hadley Auto Body. So you can get
The entire Maricosta 1993 championship football team wishes all levels of current Mustang football teams much success this year. Let's go Mustangs, step up. Welcome back, fans. The Highlanders start off the fourth quarter, second down and 7 at the Mustang 48-yard line. Mitchell trying to escape to the right. However, he is not able to get away from junior defensive lineman number 85, Hunter Taylor, as he takes him down for a Mustang sack. Let's take another look at this pass rush by Taylor as he breaks free and is able to haul down the speedy quarterback for a Maricosta sack. Huge play there for the Mustang defense, and that's going to set up a third down and 10 situation for the Highlanders. Trips to the left. Mitchell back to pass. He's got time in the backfield, but that time runs out as Parker Spiegel hits him as he attempts to throw the ball over the middle forcing an errant pass, and that will be 4th down for La Habra. Let's take another look at this play as Parker Spiegel is able to break free and hit Mitchell right as he's trying to get rid of the pass. Great play there by Parker. That's going to set up a 4th down and long situation for the Highlanders at their own 49-yard line. Riza in punt formation for La Habra. He takes the snap. He's going to take it himself. He tries to get around the right-hand side, and he gets into Mustang territory. However, the Mustang punt return is able to stop him short of the 1st down, and Maricosta will take over with excellent field position with 10 minutes and 59 seconds left to go in this contest. Meeker hands the ball off to Hall, and Hall is able to fight his way forward into La Habra territory, setting up a 2nd down and about 6 to go for Maricosta. Meeker back to pass. He throws it to the right, and it's incomplete, intended for Benner. That's going to bring up a 3rd down situation for Maricosta. Meeker fakes the handoff, throws it out to the left, and completes it to Luke Leonard, and he gets knocked out of bounds right about the La Habra 40-yard line. 1st down, Mustangs. 4 receivers set. Meeker back to pass. He swings it out to the right, completes it to Luke Meeker. Luke Meeker breaks a tackle. He's going down the sideline, and he gets into the end zone for a Mustangs touchdown. What a run after the catch by senior Luke Meeker, breaking tackles down the sideline, staying in bounds, and getting into the end zone for a Mustangs touchdown. Let's take another look at this play as Liam Meeker finds Luke right at the 40-yard line, and he breaks a tackle and then breaks another one right about the 5-yard line and stays in bounds and gets into the end zone for a Maricosta touchdown. Jack Snyder in to attempt the extra point, and it's through the uprights, and it is good as your Maricosta Mustangs now lead La Habra 28-27 here in the 4th and final quarter of play. Snyder on to kickoff yet again for the Mustangs. It's a high-end over-ender fielded at about the 10-yard line by La Habra, and he is stopped dead in his tracks by number 22, Keel Hall. So the Highlanders will start over this possession at their own 30-yard line here in the 4th quarter, trailing the Mustangs by 1 point. What a contest so far this evening. The handoff goes up the middle. That's Kavika, and he's stopped by Magnus Johnson, a late flag on the play. It appears that looks like it might be against the Mustangs. They're going to call that a personal foul, a late hit against the Mustangs. I do not agree with that call. However, that's going to give La Habra a 1st down near midfield. Mitchell back to pass, and it's broken up this time by Kingston Davies. Davies with another big play for the Mustangs, setting up a 2nd down and 10 to go. Trips to the left. Ball's on the ground, and it looks like Mitchell was able to jump on it. Huge play there by the quarterback to avoid the turnover. Mustang defense looking to make something happen here in the 4th quarter as Maricosta leads La Habra by only 1 point. 4 receivers set. La Habra in shotgun. Mitchell fakes the handoff, now throws it, and it's incomplete. Strassnyder on the coverage for Maricosta. 4th down situation. Let's see what La Habra is going to do. They are going to punt it once again. Let's see if they actually punt it, and they do. Risa with a high end over ender, which is fair, caught by Davies at about the Mustang 21-yard line, where Maricosta will take over, leading the La Habra Highlanders 28-27 with 8 minutes and 6 seconds to go in this contest. Meeker under center, man in motion from left to right. The pitch goes back to the single back. That's Kingston Davies, and he's unable to break free around the left-hand side. Picks up a few yards on the play, and that's going to set up a 2nd down and about 8 to go. Again, Meeker under center. The pitch goes back to Davies once again. He stutter steps and is able to dance his way around the right-hand side for a few yards. 3rd down for Maricosta. Meeker back to pass, and he throws it incomplete, intended for Hall, and that's going to bring up a 4th down punting situation for the Mustangs. 4th down and about 5 to go. Shevin in to kick for Maricosta. It's a high end over ender that takes a La Habra bounce, and making a diving stop before losing any more yardage on the bounce is Brandon Merriman. 7 minutes and 9 seconds to go. The Mustangs lead by 1 point here in the 4th quarter. Mitchell fakes the handoff. He's back to pass. He steps to his left and throws it towards the sideline, incomplete. Strassnyder on the coverage for the Mustangs. Penalty flag on the play, and it's going to be indicated against La Habra and will be declined, setting up a 2nd down and 10 for the Mustangs. Trips to the right. Highlanders rolling out to his right and throws it towards the sideline. It looks like it was incomplete. Mitchell was unable to keep it in the field of play. 3rd down and 10, trips right. Again, Mitchell rolls to his right. Here comes Johnson on the coverage. And a great job there by number 11, Jack Strassnyder, breaking up that pass, setting up a 4th down and punting situation. Let's take another look at this play, as Mitchell had a man there, but Strassnyder is able to break up that pass, setting up a 4th down and long. Let's see what the Highlanders do here in the 4th quarter. Trailing the Mustangs by 1 point. Risa in punt formation. Let's see if he actually punts in, and he does this time. And it hits Davies. The ball is loose. The ball is loose. Let's see who comes up with it. Barrett Ryan is confident the Mustangs did. Let's see what the officials say. And indeed, the Mustangs recover the fumble. Huge play there. That's Benner on the recovery for Maricosta. 6 minutes, 44 seconds to go. Mustangs take over. Meeker takes it on the quarterback keeper. Flags a fly-in as he's driven back after a short gain on the play. Let's see what the call on the field is going to be. And it's going to be a holding call versus the Mustangs. And that's going to knock the Mustang offense back 10 yards. Liam Meeker back to pass. He throws it out to the right and completes it to Benner. And Benner, who made that game-saving recovery of the fumbled punt return.
Pass is complete to number
Makes the
6.
catch, not much yardage. In fact, he might have lost about a half a yard on the play. Trips to the left. Meeker back to pass. He throws it over the middle and completes it. That's Luke Meeker on the reception. He's breaking free once again down the sideline and then gives the defender a nice hit, as instead of taking the hit, he gives the hit at the end of that play after a huge reception. Let's take another look at this play as Liam Meeker finds Luke Meeker in the middle of the field, and Luke breaks one tackle there and then goes through the defenders at the end of the play, picking up a huge first down right about the La Habra 23-yard line. Shotgun formation. Mustangs looking to extend their lead here in the fourth quarter. The handoff goes to the single back, Joaquin Wagner Baguez. And Baguez will get down to about, looks like the 10-yard line of the Highlanders. Second down for Maricosta. And this time Liam Meeker is going to take it himself. He's going to work his way around the left-hand side, and he will get down to about the Highlander 6-yard line, it looks like. Third down and about 5 to go for Maricosta. Pistol formation. Mustangs lead the Highlanders by 1 point here in the fourth quarter. Meeker hands the ball off to Joaquin Wagner Baguez, and he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. He picks it back to Meeker, and then he's knocked down. No penalty flag on the play. Now that, I believe, was a late hit. The previous penalty that was called against the Mustangs, I didn't think was a late hit, but that was clearly after the whistles were blown. However, no penalty flag on the play. That's going to bring up a fourth down and short situation for the Mustangs. Timeout on the field. Coach Morrow wants to discuss this with his offense, I would imagine, or figure out if he wants to go for a field goal or not with 3 minutes and 18 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. And the Mustangs are going to go for it as they shift. Meeker under center. He fakes the handoff, now pitches it to the end around. That's number 4, Kingston Davies. He gets a nice block by Hunter Taylor, and then another block by Jackie Reach, and Davies gets into the end zone for a Mustangs touchdown, extending the Mustangs lead over the Highlanders. Let's take another look at this play by the Mustangs on fourth down as they shift from a left formation to a right formation. Meeker then fakes the handoff to the running back and pitches it around to Kingston Davies, and Davies gets into the end zone for a Mustangs touchdown. Stroh-Snyder on to attempt the extra point for Maricosta, and he's perfect on the evening, filling in for Nico Talbot as the Mustangs extend their lead to 8 points, 35-27. Stroh-Snyder to kick off for Maricosta, and it's going to go out of bounds, and La Habra will take over possession of the ball, trailing by 8 with 3 minutes and 11 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Mitchell hands the ball off to Kavika. Kavika up the middle, and he's taken down by several Mustangs led by Jackie Reach. Ball spotted just at about the Highlander 43-yard line. Second down and short to go. Mitchell back to pass. He throws it out to the right and completes it. And he's tackled immediately there by Luke Meeker. Looks like he picked up just enough yardage for a Highlander first down. Mitchell hands the ball off to Kavika. Kavika working his way around the right-hand side, and he gets the ball just into Mustang territory. And that's going to set up a second down and about 5 to go for the Highlanders. Mitchell fakes the handoff to Kavika. He throws it deep down the left-hand side, or rather right-hand side, incomplete. And that's going to set up a 3rd down and 5 situation for La Habra. Mitchell rolls to his left. He's going to take it himself, and he's going to pick up enough yardage for a Highlander first down. 1st and 10, La Habra. Ball spotted at the Mustang 43-yard line. Let's take another look at this play as Mitchell is able to get away from Hunter Taylor and pick up just enough yardage for a Highlander first down. 1st and 10 Highlanders. Mitchell back to pass. He steps up in the pocket. He's going to take it himself. He's trying to get around the right-hand side and gets out of bounds, stopping the clock for La Habra. And that's going to set up a 2nd down and about 4 to go for the Highlanders. Mitchell hands the ball off to Kavika. Kavika picking up hard yardage up the middle. Looks like that will be enough yardage for a La Habra first down. Ball spotted at about the Mustang 34-yard line. Mitchell rolls to his left, throws it, and completes it right about the Mustang 16-yard line. That's Rogers on the reception. 1st and 10, La Habra. The handoff goes to Kavika. Kavika still on his feet, and it looks like he's going to be tackled just shy of the end zone. 1st down and goal for the Highlanders. Ball spotted at the Mustang 1. Mustangs looking to get a defensive stop here. Timeout on the field. 27 seconds left to go in this contest. The Mustangs lead by 8. Mitchell takes the ball himself and is able to dance his way into the end zone for a Highlander touchdown. La Habra has to go for 2 here as they trail the Mustangs 35-33. Huge 2-point conversion coming up. Timeout on the field. It all comes down to this play as the Mustangs lead the Highlanders by 2 with 23 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter. Highlanders come out in a shotgun formation, single back. Mitchell rolls to his right. He looks towards the end zone, and Kingston Davies makes an interception in the end zone for the Mustangs, and that should seal the victory for the Maricosta Mustangs as they look to go 3-0 on this opening road trip to start the 2025 season. Another huge play by the junior wide receiver defensive back for Maricosta. That's his 3rd interception this season. Of course, his first interception, he returned for a touchdown versus St. Francis, and then he had one last week versus Redondo, but none as big as this one, as he gets that on the 2-point conversion that would have tied this contest if Mitchell was able to complete it. But he was able to complete it, but complete it to Kingston Davies, and the Mustangs will take over. Here comes the onside kick attempt, and that ball is going to be fielded by the Mustangs, and the Mustangs will take over as Liam Meeker is able to haul it in, and the Mustangs are going to win this contest at La Habra as they come out in victory formation. What a victory for this Mustang squad, fighting back and coming from behind in the fourth quarter. And the Mustangs are victorious, avenging last year's playoff loss versus La Habra. And that will do it. Your Mustangs are victorious on the road in La Habra, 35-33. Up next for Maricosta, the Mustangs finally will start their home schedule versus highly ranked San Juan Hills at the Wall. Well, fans, that was one heck of a game as your Mustangs pull off the victory. Stay tuned for post-game comments, and I will see you next week at the Wall as your Mustangs take on San Juan Hills.
Jeremy Sadowski with head coach Don Morrow. Coach Morrow, great victory tonight. Good start for the Mustangs. Can I get your thought on this start and this game?
Yeah, it is a great start. We're really happy for the guys that way. And then these guys are a great program. They've had so much success over the years, and to come down to their beautiful stadium and just play hard for 4 quarters like that. Great high school game. Couldn't be prouder of the guys.
Clutch performance in that fourth quarter.
Yep.
Meeker, incredible. Just incredible.
Incredible. And things didn't go our way in the third quarter. And, so I was very anxious to see what we had left in the tank. Would we go away? Would we hang in there? Would we keep fighting? And they definitely kept fighting. So very proud of the group.
This Jeremy Sadowski with senior Liam Meeker. Liam, incredible victory tonight. Great job there all around. I mean, that last drive was amazing. Can I get your thoughts on this performance tonight?
I mean, this was really our first test as a team, and I think the guys really stood up for all the work that we put in. It really showed tonight. Man, just shout out to the O-line. Every week, I love those guys, man. Those are my guys. It's just a brotherhood that we have here at Costa, and we spent a long time building it, and I think it's starting to come through in these tough games. And defense, man, hell of a job. Offense, great play calling. Great job by the skill positions, and all glory to God.
Jeremy Sadowski with senior Jackie Reach. Jackie, Mustangs pulled off one for the ages tonight. Can I get your thoughts on tonight's contest?
I mean, it was a battle. We were going into the game. We predicted we were going to have maybe like 41, and we knew our offense was going to be there. We wanted to hold them tight. We haven't let up more than 6 to 7 points the whole year. So struggled a little bit defensively first half, but second half we brought it together.
Jeremy Sadowski with senior Will Daniel. Will, the Mustang offense was on fire tonight. Liam had a huge game on the ground. The offensive line has come through all season, and when it needed you the most, you guys pulled off this victory. Can I get your thoughts on the line play and the Mustangs going forward?
Yeah, I feel like the line just went out there and did their job, and we conquered the line of scrimmage, and we established it, and we pushed them off the ball, and overall it was a great game for the line.
Jeremy Sadowski with junior Hunter Taylor. Hunter, Mustangs pulled off a great one tonight. I've seen a lot of these, and this one, it's right up there, especially avenging the loss from last season. Can you give me your thoughts on tonight's defensive performance when it mattered the most?
I thought it was great. This week also, we faced a great quarterback. Number one, I heard he has some big-time offers and really collapsed the defense again. They got us a little bit in the pass game, but I feel like we're shutting them down at the end. We really found our rhythm.
Jeremy Sadowski with junior Kingston Davies. Kingston, another great game by this Mustang team. You came through in the fourth quarter on offense and then on defense on that 2-point conversion. Can you talk about those 2 key plays in the fourth quarter?
On the chicken play, on the jet sweep behind the quarterback, it was open. I saw the lane. I had lead blockers, Jackie, Hunter. And on the pick, I saw the guy running out. I kind of hesitated to go get him, and then I just stayed back. He threw it to me, and it was all mine.
Jeremy Sadowski with senior Magnus Johnson. Magnus, Mustangs came up huge tonight. That fourth quarter was something special. Can I get your thoughts on the performance of the offense and the defense?
I'm gonna start off with the offense. Those boys put in the work. Liam's playing both ways. We had some starters out, but they're dogs out there. Like that whole line's like hungry. Like that they're going to Fat Burger before the games, and they're like bringing that mentality onto the field. But now the defense, we started out kind of slow, worked our way up in the second quarter. We kind of like stopped them on everything. Like boys are getting sacks. My boy Hunter's on the edge. Like he's like that dog at hunting season. He's trying to get after it. Like he's drooling at the mouth. Like he's full like head. And like I think that our D line's locked down, and it shows like defense wins championships at the end. Stopping that 2-point conversion. Like everyone was like biting hard on that mouth guard and playing hard. It was a good game.
This is Jeremy Sidowski with Luke Meeker. Luke, Mustangs came up huge that fourth quarter. You had a couple huge plays. That one catch that set up that winning touchdown. Can you talk about the performance tonight?
Yeah, I got 5 names. I got Will Rusnick, then we got Ben, then we got Will Daniel, then we got Nico Pauly, then we got Sean. Those guys are the beasts for us up front. They're really everything for us. I'm sure Liam talked about them, but those are the guys. And then again, got to shout out Scout O and Scout D, clutching up every week. This is just what we practice for. I said we wouldn't make it personal. We didn't treat it like every other game and just came out here and won. That's what we're going to keep doing for 10 weeks.